Yes, students. Now let's study about the ruminants. How the ruminants digest their food and what is their what are the different parts of ruminant digestive system. So in the case of ruminants, there are 4 parts only. In case of human beings, you have studied about the 7 parts. Okay, there are total 7 parts from the mouth to anus. But here, what will happen? You have to study about the 4 parts only. So first part is rumen. Because of this rumen part, these are called ruminants. Because this part is a specialized part, or it is totally different from our us, just like us, that we are human being and we don't have this kind of activity which they perform. Okay, what humans this part has it do the activity. This part store the food temporarily, means as you know that buffaloes, cows, generally you can see when they take food, they can that engulf the food, or they can ingest the food fastly within a very short of time, and that food they temporarily stored in this part, rumen. Okay, and at a time they ingest so much of food, and after some time they sit quietly and sit at one place, and then what they do, they take out that ball of food from this part of their digestive system, and again that food come in their mouth for chewing. Okay, they not chew their food once when they eat up, they ingest it. First they ingest it, after that store in the rumen part, and slowly it again takes out the food in the form of balls, and then again it chewed well. When it chewed well, and then again it passes to the next chamber. Okay, so here after rumen, second part is reticulum. In this reticulum part, as you know children, that we can't eat those grasses or leafy vegetables without cooking. Why we can't eat? Because our stomach has no bacteria which can digest it, or we can say some category of protozoa, means those kind of germs we can say, or you can call them protozoa and bacteria. Those bacteria which are present in the stomach of ruminant, this reticulum part of the ruminants, and those bacteria and protozoa help to digest those plant materials. Okay, because in plant materials, cellulose is a one kind of component which is present in the plants, and those cellulose can be digested with the help of bacteria and protozoa. Okay, so that's why we can't digest them, because we don't have that kind of protozoa and bacteria in our any part of digestive system. And in this part, food is we can say partially digested or halfly digested, and after this part, food again passes to the third part, which is called omasum. Okay, omasum. In this part, some bicarbonate ions and some other salts, they are getting absorbed. Absorption also takes place here. Okay, and after abomasum, fourth part is after omasum, fourth part is abomasum. And abomasum, in this abomasum part, when food enters, here just like our stomach, here protein of the food is also digested because pepsin enzyme releases here from the wall of this abomasum, and it is just like our stomach, means whatever the activities going on in our stomach, that kind of activities similar going here. And in the wall of from the wall of abomasum, HCl means hydrochloric acid also secreted from the wall of this part, and with the help of digestive juices and hydrochloric acid, food is completely digested here, and after digestion food is absorbed also in these two parts, wall of these two parts, food or nutrients get absorbed in the body, and in the same way, just like you studied in human beings, the food, the waste material that will remove after this part, that will remove from their body, and food get that absorbed, nutrients get absorbed in these two parts. Okay, so this is all about your second chapter. You have studied in second chapter about the human beings in detail, about amoeba also, how amoeba ingest food, and third about the ruminants. Okay children, so next chapter is your third chapter that I will revise in the next video. Okay.